This one was such a surprising release to me that I couldn't believe that Adidas actually went in and brought this model back to the market. I'm always amazed when companies like that will bring a model that it's not that popular or has never been that popular, or it's more niche, back into the retro market today and hope for a very good success. But personally, I'm very excited about it. Hey guys, welcome back to our Kicks Business channel, and today we're looking at the Adidas's Radlander equipment Radlander. This was a model that came out in the late 90s, and it was part of the feature wear big push, having the same feature wear technology, mimicking your foot on the bottom. And I always wondered if I will ever see this model. Honestly, I still remember it back in the day when they introduced them alongside with many other basketball, training, running models in Adidas's section in the sneaker stores. They have them on display, and I always wondered, the design is so out there, it's so radical, hence the name Radlander, and it's so different, and it was so different back in the day. It was far cry from anything else out there. Feature wear was a big blast for the brand, and all these crazy upper designs always made me smile, because I thought this is going to be the future. This is how designs were going to go. They're going to be all crazy like that. You know, things turn out differently, but I always wanted this model. Obviously I didn't have the money back in the day to buy that. You know, I bought one, probably two maximum, the best ones that I could afford, the best ones that I like. But these ones I always liked, and seeing them released towards the end of last year, early this year, I was really surprised and really excited. Now if we go to the details, you'll see a lot of things here, a lot of things that normally you don't see these days. The whole upper actually is this kind of a suede. Again, it's a genuine suede, very nicely textured, very thick, but at the same time they have this really nice patch on the bottom that it says Adi-Dry waterproofed. So again, you guys heard me many times in my previous videos preaching not to wear genuine materials like suede and leather or genuine nubuck in the rain, on the wet weather, where this one actually they're advertised to be worn in the winter, when it's wet, when it's cold. And I will be really interested to test these as soon as the cold weather comes in and more rain rolls in and stuff like that, so I can really see how they're gonna look. But I've seen how genuine nubuck and genuine suede, especially in this kind of particular color, looks like once you are starting to wet them or have more water introduced on top of them. I really hope they're not going to change too much, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the ones that I've seen in the past are just, you know, not been deemed weatherproof or waterproof. Now these ones, you'll see in the first look where the laces, right? They have created this shroud that is going on top of the lacing system with the pull away kind of bungees that are hooking up in 3 spots on the lateral side. And once you remove that, the lacing system is being revealed in the bottom. Here we have just the regular black laces, but the beautiful part is we have a combination of regular lace loops, just penetrations on the upper, and then we have 3 very thick on both lateral and medial side canvas style lacing system that is extending down to the bottom, making the lacing very secure, very in place. Now if I look at the ton itself, the ton is attached almost to the top. Only the last 2 lace loops are not attached, so the whole front of it is attached to the upper, and it's all one piece, hence is contributing to that waterproofing, where you can, you know, maybe jump into some not too deep puddles and the water was not going to go through the ton into your sock. Unless you completely submerge your whole foot inside the water, I don't think you're going to have a problem. We have a very nice stitched in Adidas equipment patch on the ton. Again, very well padded. This is 90s style, and they have not skimped on anything here. On the back side, looking at the production date, we have June of 24, again released towards the end of last year and towards the beginning of this year. Went half a size down on these, and I'm glad I did it because they definitely run big. Half a size down fits me perfectly. Inner liner, very interesting, kind of a striped fabric. They have some kind of a membrane behind it. Anytime you pick up a shoe with a membrane like this and you press on it, you can hear a little creaking, kind of a plasticky noises. If I can describe it this way, that means there's some kind of a membrane behind to prevent your foot to being wet. And then if I pull the insole is just completely minuscule, kind of a, actually never seen that before. It's very cup shaped all around with Adidas branding on top, and it looks like it's ortholite type, but it's not, because it's not branded. It's more of this recycled plastic type of insoles, and underneath that we have another kind of a drop-in insole, midsole style, which is again very thick EVA based, and what we have on top of it is the sizing, and it says Trekker. Again, very interesting. Adidas normally are not known for this kind of setup. Nike are more inclined of dropping midsoles and stuff like that. They kind of did this in many basketball models, but this one is really nice. Adidas branded on the lateral side. Very comfortable EVA. Not sure what kind of EVA is, but the insole goes right on top of it, and I really hope that over time the collapse of the insole is not going to introduce some more discomfort on the sides of that drop-in midsole because of how sharp those edges are. Now if we take that to the side and look all the way down, the rest of it is just the rubber, so you're almost touching the rubber of the outsole, and the inner liner goes straight into the middle being stitched in. This is very common for shoes that are made for outdoors, and they're waterproof / weatherproof. Speaking of the outsole, extremely rugged, reminds me of a tire that a lot of 4x4 vehicles use to go out mudding and stuff like that. Extremely well done here. You're not gonna have problem with this outsole sleeping anywhere. Feature wear guy on the lateral side, extra protection for the toes, and I'm talking about really extra protection. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I talked about that with the Sprandi model, how they protect the toe. Very good if you're out in the woods and you don't want any sticks or sharp objects going through the up of the shoe and hitting your toes. And on the medial side of the shoe, the 3 stripes here actually are made of that canvas that I was talking about that forms the lacing system inside. One of the things that I always find interesting is this shroud on top. You're not able to completely remove ever. I think it would have been ideal if somehow you can take it off and just wear them without it, but I guess this is the charm of the shoe. They want you to keep it on the shoe and you wear it all the time, the way it needs to be done. And pull tab on the back with the Adidas logo, and of course we have a torsional system. We have a torsion system here, the bread and butter of Adidas for that torsional support, so your foot stays in place, it's not twisting. Very unique and kind of niche shoe. Again, I was very surprised to see this being released. A lot of you younger ones probably be wondering, what kind of shoe is this and why am I even paying attention to it or looking at it? But if you grew up at the time when I was growing up, or maybe you were into sneakers into the 90s and late 90s, you definitely noticed that model. And you notice that a lot of Adidas models, they had similar attributes. They were very wild. They were not your normal kind of shoe. They were very different, and companies were still competing to create something more unique and functional at the same time with a lot of technology. You'll see that we have kind of a debossed 3 stripes logo on the lateral side for Adidas. Actually, if you look around, there's nowhere the name of the company written. There's no Adidas anywhere other than the ton on the top of the ton, that patch on the outside, nothing. Only we have the stripes, the feature wear guy, and that's it. And of course that little patch on the front where it says Adi, dry and weatherproof. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am super excited about this shoe. I know a lot of you will wonder why. Some of you might think it's ugly. To me, this is a great looking shoe, and comes winter time when it's really cold, I can throw in some jeans or some other pants out there and just wear them in the weather without even care. I think they look fantastic. I think this specific colorway has always been amazing to me. Always loved it. And obviously when I saw them being released and they went eventually on sale, I grabbed them like half a price down, which I think I paid $60, maybe $70,000, maybe even less. Can't say that I'm not happy with them. I absolutely love this model. Great to see it back from Adidas, and finally I can add it to the collection. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you're new, check out some of the other videos coming very, very soon. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.